Do you struggle trying to balance business success with spiritual growth? Welcome to Millionaire Faith. Here we help you to build thriving businesses using faith based principles. I'm Dr. Sylvia Jones, and today we're going to dive into how to run your Christian business smoothly so you can focus more on your ministry. Balancing business operations and ministry can be challenging, but with the right strategies, you can create a seamless workflow that honors God and serves your community effectively. Let's get started. Now, first, let's talk about implementing efficient systems. A well organized business allows you to focus on your ministry without constant distraction. And this is not just in your ministry, it also allows you to focus on your life. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're married, if you have children, that is also your ministry. So it allows you to not only focus on the ministry maybe that you have at church, but also the ministry that God has given you in your life through husband, spouse, family. Now, one of the big things when we talk about implementing efficient systems, there are a few things that need to be a part of that efficient system rollout. The first thing is create standard operating procedures. Some people know those as SOPs, standard operating procedures. They sound boring and they may even be a little boring. However, for your business to operate effectively, you need standard operating procedures. They allow everybody in your company to know how these things run. If you don't show up that day, or you get sick, or you're tired, or whatever happens, the business can keep going on because you have written down procedures that you're following. So you're going to develop clear, detailed, standard operating procedures for all your business processes. This ensures consistency and efficiently and allows your team to operate independently, most importantly, independently of you. So if you have a business that cannot operate without you, let me be the breaker of bad news that you don't really have a business, you have a job. Because if you don't show up, that business does not keep going. However, a true business has things written down and in place that someone else can come along and run that same race just as effectively as you. Number two, how do you get these efficient systems? Is leverage technology. Utilize software tools and automate routine tasks. Things from accounting software to project management tools. Technology can save and reduce a lot of time and reduce a lot of errors. It allows you to implement an efficient system. So not only do we have things written down as far as procedures, we also are leveraging technology, using the muscle of technology to push that business forward. And number three, how do we get these efficient systems? Delegate effectively. Empower your team. Operating procedures help with this as well, but empower your team by delegating tasks accordingly to their strength. So knowing what their capabilities are and delegating and trusting your team frees you up to focus on strategic decisions and ministry work. A lot of us want to be a one man show. We got the microphone, we over here answering the phone calls, we got the emails, we got this, we got that. And then, no, you can't get to ministry. No, you can't get to anything because you are wound up and tied up by your business. You're not able to get to the purpose that God has for you. Okay? Remember, in the beginning, there was a purpose before work. When God made us in the garden, it wasn't until after the fall that He created all of this work. So, what were we supposed to be doing before that? We were supposed to be doing the work of the ministry. We were supposed to be doing our purpose. We were supposed to be building a relationship with God Himself. But a lot of times we're so caught up in the work of things that and we can't get there. We can't do that. So a lot of times we will keep working, but we need to take time to sharpen the saw, time to write down these procedures, time to implement this technology, and time to delegate. And delegation, all of these take time to do. A lot of times it looks like, okay, I don't have time for that. However, if you don't make time to sharpen the saw, my friend, you'll be out there with a dull blade and you'll be wasting more time than if you took time to sharpen the saw. So, next, let's discuss maintaining financial stewardship. Proper financial management is crucial for the sustainability of your business and your ministry. There's times when people don't know what's coming in and what's going out. So, the first step to get a wrap on your financial stewardship is that you need to budget wise. Many people don't like this word budget because they feel as though it's a restraint. But budgeting really is freedom. It's freedom for you to tell your money what to do. Because if you don't use the budget to provide freedom for your money, let me tell you, chaos and everything else will come and you won't know what happened to the dollars that you brought in. So you want to create a realistic budget that aligns with your business goals and ministry needs. Regularly review that budget and adjust when you need to stay on track because we know that things change. Right now, inflation can be going up. There can be different ups and downs in the economy. There can be all kind of things happening. However, the budget basically allows you to reevaluate. You can shift a little bit more over here, a little bit more over there, so that you can still maintain that budget. Most people have limited resources, but sometimes God gives them to us only a little bit at a time to see how well we can steward that. And then He'll give you more. But if you can't steward one talent, He may take what you have and give to someone else. So you want to make sure that you are budgeting wisely. Number two, monitor your cash flow. A lot of businesses get in trouble because of cash flow. Cash is king. If you have payroll due, if you have bills due, if you have creditors, having that cash flow is important. So you want to make sure that you monitor that. Keep a close eye on your cash flow. Ensure that you have enough liquidity to cover expenses and expected challenges. During the pandemic, lots of people went out of business. They did not have that cash flow. They were not set up for unexpected challenges. Number three, seek financial guidance. In the word, it continuously talks about wise counsel, not just any counsel, but wise counsel. So seek wise financial guidance. Consult with a financial advisor to make informed decisions. Use professional advice. It can help you to navigate some of the complex financial situations and plan for growth. So we have our financial advisors, but we also should be bringing in our accountants, our tax advisors, all of those people. It's the same thing going on with finances. It's all dollars and cents, but they have a slightly different way of looking at it. That you may be able to do things that would help you tax wise, or do things that would maybe you can invest in the business, or maybe you need for retirement. All of those things, everybody's situation is different. And so you need to solicit and go after that counsel as far as finance. So I remember when I first purchased my practice, like a lot of people have, I had debt. I went into debt to get the practice. I had student loans from my doctorate degree that I had, and people call that good debt. However, that debt did not make me feel good. It still was a kind of a weight. It felt like I was trapped. It felt like I just wanted to be out of it. I really wanted to be out of it. And no matter how good people said it might be, I didn't like it. I didn't want it. I'd rather it be free. So I consulted financial people and read books and really worked on a budget. We were on a very tight budget. And so any little bit that we got, I got over the budgeted amount we would send in on that debt. Was able to get out of the business debt, was able to get out of a lot of debt. That good financial stewardship of all three of these. I had to monitor my cash flow. I had to budget wisely. I had to seek financial guidance. But I had a goal to get my business out of debt and to get me out of debt so that I did. Now that's a personal choice. The word does talk about not owing anybody anything but love, but I'm not going to get into all of that. However, if your goal is to be out of debt, then you're going to have to be budgeting because you'll be able to find extra money that you might be able to place on that debt, on that principal, so that you don't incur as much interest and that you can get free quicker. And the thing about when you are doing that financial stewardship is that it also, whenever you can leverage money and resources, it frees up your time. And to time allows you to spend more time in your ministry doing what God's called you to do. If that's preaching, teaching, evangelizing, prophesying, whatever it is that you've been called to do, you can spend more time doing that. Finally, let's work on fostering a healthy work culture. A positive work environment helps to boost morale and productivity, enabling your team to further support your ministry goals. So, first thing you want to do to build this culture, to maybe change the dynamics, if maybe you feel like the culture that you have is not as positive as you would like. Number one is you want to encourage open communication. The more transparency that you have, as you promote transparency and promote open dialogue with your team, having regular business meetings and soliciting feedback or having feedback sessions, that can prevent people from having misunderstandings and it can build trust. So that open communication is key with all of the members of your team. Second, you want to support professional development. So you can't just take, you have to give. That is like that fig tree. Remember the fig tree Jesus came up on, and the fig tree wasn't producing any figs? It is because the balance was off. So the tree was taken from the soil. It was taken, but it wasn't given anything back. And so when you have this supportive professional development, you have employees. They're there, they come day and they help with the customers or they help you. However, you need to invest back into your employees. So invest in your employees' growth by providing training and development opportunities. A skilled and motivated team is key to your business's success. Some people will try not to train employees because they think, oh, they'll just get a job elsewhere, or maybe leave. Very self-centered way of looking at things. Because as you pour into your employees, and if you have this good work culture, then your employees will be able to produce. As you pour into your employees, they will further support your ministry goals and you will see things grow and blossom. And last but not least is that you want to integrate faith-based processes and practices. Incorporate your faith into the workplace through prayer meetings, scriptural studies, faith-based values. Now, most of the time in the United States, you shouldn't find yourself forcing your faith onto someone else. However, you can make a good work environment to where they can practice their faith. So integrating faith-based practices. You can incorporate your faith into your workplace by providing just a overall good place to be. Number three, integrate faith-based principles. So in your workplace, there are lots of principles, there are lots of things in the Bible that you can incorporate that allow you to experience basically the fruit of the spirit: patience, kindness, gentleness, putting into place practices that allow the balance, joy, all of the things, so that your employees can feel that a holistic. Now, in many places, you can't necessarily push your, there's some separations at work that you don't necessarily have to cross with your employees, but they should feel the presence of God throughout that building, throughout all of the culture that you're doing. What would Jesus do? Being kind, being generous, being loving, all of those things will make it a better work environment for your employees and allow your business to just run smooth. Running a Christian business smoothly is possible with efficient systems, strong financial stewardship, and a healthy work culture. By implementing these strategies, you can focus more on your ministry and make a greater impact. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, share with others. And for more tips and resources, visit our website, or you can join our Profitable Brand Story Masterclass. It is a 5-day masterclass, unlike anything you've ever experienced, where we dive deep into your story, your brand story for your company. In just 5 days, you'll have all the pieces and the parts you need to write a fantastic brand story. Actually, you'll have a tangible document that you can leave with that will help you to connect with your customers, to evoke emotion. You can use it in various ways. So go ahead, if you have not, go ahead and register today for the Profitable Brand Story Masterclass and learn exactly what Jesus knew about story. Why did he tell all of those parables? Why did he speak the way he did? You'll learn all of that in the Profitable Brand Story Masterclass. Okay, until next time, I am Dr. Sylvia Jones signing off. You guys be blessed, and I'll see you next time.